From Orlando Field on the campus of Clarkstown High School South in West Nyack, New York, Clarkstown Central School District TV brings you the 13th annual North-South football game. Hello everyone, this is Keith Crystal along with Eric Samuels and Marshall Hausfeld. Today's game pits arch rival Clarkstown High School North versus Clarkstown High School South in the final regular season game. North enters today's game with a 3-5 record overall and a 2-3 record in Conference A2 play. On the other hand, the Clarkstown South Vikings entered the game with a 6-2 record overall and a 5-0 record in Conference A2 play. With more in this afternoon game, here's Eric Samuels.
Thanks, Keith. Well, the weather has turned out beautifully. It is sunny. Well, right now we're rising for the national anthem, played by both bands. Like I was saying, the weather has turned out beautifully. We thought there might be a chance of rain. It is not. The sun has broken through. Temperature in the mid-60s. After a heavy downpour the night before, the field did take a lot of rain. It is in good shape, however. It is soft, but the running game should not be affected. South comes into today's game undefeated in Conference A2 play, therefore needing only one more win to clinch the conference championship. They are 5-0. South's record is overall 6-2, with their only 2 losses coming from state-ranked teams North Rockland and Kingston. Clarkstown North, however, has had a disappointing season, but will try to salvage their season with the win to spoil Clarkstown South's undefeated season. Going into today's 13th annual game, North leads the series 8-4. However, in Clarkstown North last year, South came up with a 21-6 victory. Here with more on today's game is Marshall Hausfeld.
Thanks, Eric. Now both these teams have potent offenses, but they apply them in different ways. South depends on the running game to establish a ball control offense. North, on the other hand, uses the short to mid-range passing attack to move the football. The key for North is to give quarterback Dan Casey enough time to find his receivers. North's offensive line is probably their greatest asset, and if they can keep Brian Seska and Frank Sorace from putting pressure on Casey, we could see a lot of points scored today. I'm looking forward to it. Back to you, Keith.
Well, thank you, Marshall. We're almost set for the coin toss for Clarkstown High School North. The 2 captains are number 7, Stephen Shulman, and number 79, Jack Dianis. On the other hand, the Clarkstown South captains are Liam O'Rourke, number 51, and Brian Seska, number 53. And we're almost set for action. This should be turned into a very interesting game. The crowd is excited.
Everybody looks ready, Keith. The bands are ready, the crowd is ready, and both teams look ready. The pregame warm-ups were really well. They worked well. I talked to Coach Scrow for Clarkstown South before the game. They are a psyched team. They don't want them to overlook Clarkstown North because a win would give the Clarkstown South a bowl berth. And they have to take North seriously because North can beat them at any time in this rivalry.
Well, the motion will only take place basically during the first quarter of the game. After that, everybody will know what's going on, and we're going to have a good one today.
Technical difficulties at this time, so we'll be back in a minute.
This is Eric Samuels here for the Clarkstown Central School District TV before the game of the North-South football game. I'm here with co-captains Brian Seska and Liam O'Rourke. Guys, this is a North-South game, possibly your last game. How do you feel coming into this game, Brian?
Well, we feel pretty confident. We've been doing well. We're undefeated in league play. This is our last league game. And we feel pretty confident. We've been scoring well on teams, and our defense has been playing well as of late. And we don't see any real problems this game.
How about you, Liam?
We're going to treat this game like we would treat any other game, just play our hardest.
Okay, Liam, how does South intend to stop North with their passing game?
Well, we were using a a few forefronts to put a lot of people in the defensive backfield to stop the passes, and also our pass rush will be in there.
Brian, how does South intend to move the ball against North?
We're going to pretty much keep with our basic attack, same as we've been doing. Steady ground game and putting the ball in the air to keep them honest.
Thanks a lot, guys. Good luck today's game.
Marshall Hausfeld here talking to Coach John McConaughey. And Coach, are we going to see anything different today, or is it going to be primarily a passing attack?
I think that we'll be doing what we do best, what we do most of the time. We pass a little more than most teams, so we probably will continue to do that today. I'm sure that Coach Squirrel will continue to run the ball as much as they run the ball. I don't think you're going to see anything different.
Thanks a lot. All right, back up to you, Keith. Good luck.
The Vikings have won the toss and elected to receive. Back deep for the Vikings are number 35, Joe Hooley, and number 39, Jimmy Can.
Number 35, Joe Hooley. Number 39, Jimmy Can.
We're set to start this game. Kicking off for Clarkstown North will be number 31.
Ram kicker, number 31, Chris Servino.
Just about ready to start.
We're just about ready to start today's action.
I think South special teams is probably their strongest.
And it's a low kick. And it's fouled. No, he missed it. He gets up. And he stopped at the 25-yard line. The Vikings will start 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
No motion shown right at the outset for Clarkstown. So they can carry over to their defense.
Looked like Hooley might have dropped the ball on his way upfield, and then he got a little nervous when he saw the on-rushing defense.
Set the offense for Clarkstown South. Jamie McIver, number 11, is the quarterback. With the halfback is number 39, Jim Can, and fullback number 34, Howie Kleinberg. The H-back is number 27, Joe Reichling. And Mike Khaleesi, number 21, splits wide to the right.
Okay, Jamie McIver, number 11, the quarterback for the Clarkstown South Vikings. Here's a snap. The hands off to Can. Can goes on the left side, but he's stopped short at the 26-yard line.
Clarkstown North defense on the right side. They stop Can short.
Well, South dictated the action. Okay, we're going to count on
Second down and 9 from the Clarkstown South 26-yard line.
We might look for a pass now, but I think Squirrel will hold off of that and probably give the ball again on the ground.
I know, I think the Vikings will use the running game today.
Well, they were able to throw the ball successfully a few weeks ago against Spring Valley. They did it early in the game, and they kept the defense off guard for the rest of the game.
The handoff's to Can. He gets loose. He's at the 40. He breaks loose to the 50. He might go all the way to the 40, to the 30, 20, and it's a touchdown for the Clarkstown South Vikings. No flags are down. Let's recap the scoring drive. 2 plays, 75 yards, a 74-yard run by Jimmy Can. Well, the Clarkstown South Vikings have struck early, just like last week and the week before against Spring Valley.
That left side of the Clarkstown South offensive line blew away. Clarkstown North can't split up the middle and outran everybody.
Some gaping holes in that defensive front. Great blocking there by center Jimmy Killian. No problem for Jimmy.
Okay, the Vikings are ready for the extra point attempt. The holder is number 12, the backup quarterback, Allen. McIver will attempt the conversion. And it's good. And at 10:44 of the first quarter, the Clarkstown South Vikings lead the Clarkstown North Rams 7-0.
Coming into today's game, Jim Can only needed 234 yards to reach the magic 1,000. It seemed like an impossibility, but with the 74-yard burst, he's in striking distance.
Oh,
Yes.
minute 16 seconds. That was kind of quick, right?
Strike fast and score a lot.
With Jim Can in the backfield, I don't think you need the passing game at all, Keith.
No. Well, we're very privileged to have here today one of South's old commentators and color people, Pete. Pete, what have you been up to?
What do you mean old, Keith? Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be back over at Hofstra University. Just got word this morning I got the basketball job, so I guess that'll keep me busy for a while. You got a pretty good matchup today. Vikings looking to put it away quickly, but you know, last year they won it. Anthony DeMarcio came up with 3 interceptions, and with the they have they could go to a bowl game, south. So it's extra incentive to win this one. So they've struck early, and that could be the way the game is played so far.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, Pete, but we're ready for the kickoff.
Right,
MacGyver to kick off. Deep for the Rams, number 12. Rip Patton, number 28. Frank Saliano is taken on the bounce by number 12, Rip Patton. Oh, he gets up, but loses some tackles. And he's hit at the 21-yard line.
Rip Patton, only a freshman, able to make the varsity team, and he looks like he can scoop.
Rich Patton is the only freshman on the team, and he looks like did a pretty good job out there.
That's exactly right.
21-yard line.
He's a good prospect for years to come.
The quarterback for Clarkstown North is number 10, Dan Casey.
Yankees had quite a year this year. Had some great receivers. Has 3 of the top 4 receivers in the county.
Casey hands off, but he's stopped as the defense.
The whole left side of the Clarkstown South defensive unit came up on a tackle led by Captain Brian Seska.
Glenn Bizzetti was in there also.
Will be second and 10 from the 22-yard line.
No gain.
Second and 10 for Clarkstown North on their own 22-yard line.
North will have to go to the air. The running game is not that potent, and the Clarkstown South Vikings do have a good defense, and there's no way they will be able to run today.
That remains to be seen, Keith.
Well, Casey back to pass, and he's sacked in the backfield by number 34, Howie Kleinberg. He sacks him, and he goes back for a loss.
Kleinberg broke in on the
5-yard loss on the play. Will be third and 15 from their own 15-yard
Well,
line.
he tried a rollout. Usually a rollout is a good play to get away from a pass rush, but he wasn't able to get away from Kleinberg.
There's no way. Brian Seska is very fast off the line. Howie Kleinberg also. He just muscles his way in there and gets to the quarterback any way he can.
Third and long for Clarkstown
Third and
North.
long for the Clarkstown North Rams. He'll probably pass this play. He has 4 wide receivers going out. Man in motion, number 28, Frank Saliano. He rolls right. Casey looking downfield. No, he stopped short. Knocked out of bounds by number 55, Chris Galligan.
Galligan made a good play, not letting Dan Casey roll out to the sideline, and Galligan forced him out of bounds. 4th down.
That'll be 4th and long for the Clarkstown North Rams. We'll see them punt on this play.
And guess who's back to receive the punt? Number 39, Jim Can.
Jimmy Can. Last week he took the opening kickoff against Suffolk for, I believe it was like a 75-yard touchdown right down the left sideline.
He has 4 touchdowns returning kicks this season.
They're back to kick, number 37 for the Clarkstown North Rams, Dave Dresner, the All-County prospect. Oh, and it's a blue kick, goes straight up in the air. And they'll mark it at the 34-yard line. Not a good kick off the side of his foot.
Number
the
81,
Clarkstown South Vikings will have good field position.
Chris Vanderline almost came in there, blocked the punt. He pressured the punter to get off his shank.
Well, this is what we mean by South special teams being so great. Not only can they return kicks, they set them up with good field position.
Definitely right. The special teams of the Vikings have done a very good job this season.
Now back to the running game, I guess.
Kyber will call the plays.
MacGyver in the backfield, Kleinberg and Can. You'll see this a lot today, his main 2 running backs.
What the North defense will try to do, they want to try to keep the South offense.
MacGyver hands off to Can on the right side. He'll lose the first tackle, and he goes. He turns around, he's still in the air, and he's knocked down at the 24-yard line.
Jim Can is a special back. He broke outside and picked up 5 good yards.
Definitely good individual effort. That left side of the offensive line is doing a superb job all season, and you'll see him run a lot of times from that side.
Well, 5 yards, excellent pickup for a first down because it gives you the opportunity to do whatever you want on second. It gives you a chance. You can do a play action pass or a draw play. It keeps the defense off guard.
Vikings are in very good position, leading 7-0 early in this first quarter, and on the Clarkstown North Rams 25-yard line. MacGyver takes the first handoff, gives it to Kleinberg. Kleinberg goes outside to the 20. He tries to move another tackle. He does, and it looks like no. Kleinberg down to the Clarkstown North 2-yard line, stopped with a last-ditch effort of number 79, Jack Dianis, the other captain.
By number 7, Steve Shulman. He had a chance to stop Kleinberg back around the 10, but he got away from from them. Some quick moves, they're inside the 5.
You see the Clarkstown North defense keying on Jim Can. One fake to Can, and Kleinberg takes the ball and right up the middle, untouched.
The 3-yard line for...
Okay, first and goal from the 3-yard line for the Clarkstown South Vikings. They're threatening to score again early in this first quarter. Only about 7 minutes gone by. The handoff is to Can. Stop short, I believe. He'll be around the goal line.
Good anticipation there by Clarkstown North defense, but they really can't always do that. You just saw on the last play previously, Clarkstown just waiting to run up the middle.
These are very critical series for Clarkstown North. They cannot afford to give up a touchdown to South. This early in the game, being now 14-0, is very devastating.
Both Can and Kleinberg just muscle away through that defensive line. Just as you saw before, Steven Schulman could not hold on to him.
Jim just entered the game for Clarkstown South. He splits wide to the left along with Joe Reichling inside him.
Okay, MacGyver calling signals. I formation, Kleinberg and Can. Hands off to Kleinberg, and
I think he's short.
He looks like he's short.
He's very close. He's within a yard.
Well, it looks like the Clarkstown North defense is tightening up here since the Vikings are threatening to score.
Well, it's pretty hard to do that. You can't really tighten up around the 5-yard line. From North, you have to try to tighten up around the 40-yard line. Don't let them get in this quick.
Well, another score here for the Vikings would put the Clarkstown North Rams in serious trouble. They might have to come back from 14-point deficit only in the first quarter.
Number 21, Mike Khaleesi just entered the game. We might expect MacGyver rollout, option pass, run.
Okay, we'll get the call. MacGyver setting up. Kleinberg and Can in the backfield. MacGyver calling signal. Hands off to Can, and he touchdown Can.
Jim Can just scored 2 touchdowns within the first 6 minutes of today's game.
That gives Can 19 total touchdowns, I believe, for the season so far. He came to today's game with 17, only 3 behind Spring Valley's.
I look at Clarkstown North's sideline. They look very depressed. They've come into the game really high, and Clarkstown South just has taken them 2. They've gotten 2 quick touchdowns.
Okay, once again, MacGyver to try the extra point attempt with backup quarterback Pat Allen holding for him.
The extra point conversion with number 12, Pat Allen holding.
Allen, the snap, it's down, and it's good. And at 6:22 gone in the first quarter of play, it is the Clarkstown Vikings 14, the Clarkstown North Rams 0.
Well, we talked about emotion. All the emotion now has been drained out of Clarkstown North, and Clarkstown South teams have all the momentum they need.
Well, if a lot of people have come in late, I mean, they must be shocked to see the scoreboard already 14-0. People just putting out their tailgate fires, and it's already 14-0.
Yes, and we're getting set. This puts the North Rams in a bad situation now. 14 points down first quarter. They haven't scored that many points this year.
The big test now will be for the Clarkstown South secondary. Jim Liptak, Jimmy Can, and Joe Reichling will have to stop the pass with Dan Casey.
Okay. So far already in the first quarter, 5 carries, 84 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay, back deep to the Clarkstown North Rams are number 12, Pat Tatton, number 28, Frank Zialiano. Here's a kickoff from MacGyver. And it's a good kick. Beautiful kick. Down, taken at the own 5-yard line by Frank Zialiano. Zialiano breaks a tackle, and he's put down by number 25, John Davidson.
Good coverage on the Clarkstown South special teams, but Clarkstown North returned that punt.
Not a bad
12 yards on the return.
Not a bad run back by Zialiano, starting from his own 5. He got it 1 key block. Tried to break out, but John Davidson was right there to meet him.
Being down by 2 touchdowns, as they always do, Clarkstown North will just look for them to come out throwing.
And the Clarkstown South defense led by Brian Seska.
And number 44, middle linebacker Frank Serrace. They will probably be watching the pass.
Okay, Casey calling signals. This looks like a pass play. Man in motion, number 28. No, Frank Siliano. He almost intercepted.
Nearly picked off by that man Frank Serrace, number 44.
Serrace had an incredible game last week. Put a lot of pressure on RC catching quarterbacks, and also came up with a quarterback sack and immediately makes his presence felt here this game.
I think he's only a sophomore.
He is only a sophomore.
2nd and 10 from the Clarkstown North Rams' own 23-yard line. The defense is stiffening up. Vikings have a very good defense, haven't given up that many points this season.
They will be tested today by Clarkstown North passing game.
Well, they've been working on the pass.
Schulman's wide to the left.
Schulman wide to the left. Casey calling signals. Frank Zialiano in motion again. Casey's back to pass. In pursuit, and he's sacked by number 55, Chris Galligan. Chris Galligan comes in on the safety blitz, I believe, and came right through the middle, and Casey had no chance to roll out.
Second sack for the Clarkstown South defense. They were just keying on the pass, not even worrying about the run.
Second straight good play by Galligan. Remember, he was able to get Casey from rolling out and knock him out of bounds on the sideline, forcing them to punt.
Okay, coming up will be about 3rd and 20. They lost.
3rd and 22.
3rd down and 22.
Thank you, Marshall. Casey, this probably be a passing situation. The Clarkstown North Rams still haven't gotten any offense started so far. Casey rolls right. He's looking downfield. Passes. No! A penalty flag is down.
I believe it was holding on Clarkstown North. Clarkstown South undoubtedly will decline the penalty.
The pass was intended for number 31, Chris Sarbino, and it was incomplete. But there is a flag down on the field.
Clarkstown North will be forced to punt deep in their own territory.
Notice how Casey's trying to roll out, trying to get away from the pass rush. He hasn't really been able to do so very successfully this afternoon.
Referee's talking to Captain Brian Seska about the penalty. Clarkstown North again is pinned deep in their own territory.
It does look like the penalty. Oh,
it's a block below the knees. It is refused, and it's 4th down.
4th down. Back at the Clarkstown North 44-yard line is Jimmy Can punting for the Rams. David Dresner, number 37. Dresner takes a low snap, bobbles it. Oh, gets not a bad kickoff. Can takes it on one bounce. He goes along the left side at the 40, the 30. Can has a wall. He might go. No, but he stops. Steven Shulman saves a touchdown, tackling Can at the own 24-yard line. Vikings will start 1st and 10. Excuse me, at the own 14-yard line. Vikings will start 1st and 10 at the Clarkstown North Rams 14-yard line.
Special teams is unbelievable. They set up a wall. Mike Bateman making a good block. Jeff Kolodny in there. They just set up, and Can was open, and they took it down the left sideline.
But once again, the Vikings start with good field position on the account that their North offense is sputtering.
44-yard kick punt return by Jimmy Can.
Okay, let's see MacGyver with Kleinberg and Can in the backfield. We'll see this all day. MacGyver hands off to Can. Can gets a hole. He might go. He loses one tackle. Luke Shulman, touchdown, Vikings. Jimmy Can once again. 3 touchdowns already in the first quarter with only 4:28 left.
Steve Shulman missed another tackle when Jimmy Can had a chance to get him inside the 5. But Can's so slippery, he wasn't able to get a hold of him. Touchdown.
Well, Keith, if this is a flat, I think they'd have stopped it a long time ago. This is getting out of hand.
Well, Shulman tried to tackle Can above the waist. You can't do that. You have to take out his legs. Can is just a much stronger person to tackle.
You gotta wrap your arms around him. You gotta get 3 people to do it.
Hey, the extra point attempt by MacGyver, hold by Allen. It's up, it's tipped. It's no good. Off to the left. But with 4:28 left in the first quarter of play, it's the Clarkstown South Vikings 20 and the Clarkstown North Rams 0.
That's about the only thing Clarkstown South has done wrong today by missing that extra point. I mean, everything going right for Clarkstown South.
With that 14-yard touchdown by Can, his 3rd of the game, that's 16 touchdowns running the football this season.
What does Clarkstown North do now, Keith?
Well, I think Clarkstown North is going to have to get back together and talk, maybe even call a timeout to get themselves. They're disorganized, the offense is sputtering. They haven't gotten anything started yet. I believe they must have negative offense so far.
They must take one series at a time. They cannot try to get 3 touchdowns within one series. They have to come back slowly and try to force Clarkstown South into mistakes.
They only got a lot of time to do it, too.
Deep for the Clarkstown North Rams. Once again, number 12, Rip Patton, and number 28, Frank Cialiano. Kickoff from MacGyver. It's a good kick. Taken at their own 15-yard line.
This is
Cialiano. He gets good yardage on the play. Stopped at his own 27-yard line.
Number 25, John Davidson on the tackle.
Mike Bateman took a bit of offense on a Clarkstown North blocker there. Could have been a penalty called, but Fred's let it go.
Well, this is Mike Bateman's last game, so we'll see him a lot this afternoon.
He said he was going for everything today. He was not holding anything back.
All the seniors will give their 100% today. A lot of seniors on the team: James MacGyver, Mike Calisi, Tom Stella, John Davidson, Joe Reichling, just to name a few of them.
The list is endless, Keith.
Jimmy Liptak. Here's Casey back to pass. No. Reichling there for the defense, but the pass was intended for number 35, Jim Pierkowski, who was incomplete.
Clarkstown South pass rush has affected Clarkstown North's quarterback Don Casey. He took 2 steps and fired, and wide receiver wasn't even open yet.
Yeah, Keith made that point earlier. They're not worrying about defending against the run, because if they do, they'll only pass all over him. Just get to the quarterback.
I definitely agree, Marshall. Okay, second and 10, from the Clarkstown North 28-yard line. This is the farthest they've had the ball all game. Casey quarterbacking the team. Casey drops back, looking downfield, number 37, excuse me. Incomplete.
Luckily, it was overthrown because number 25, John Davis, it was in good spot for an interception. He would have gotten down the sideline, but it was overthrown.
Pass was intended for North's Dave Dresner. You know, Dresner has developed into one of the county's best players. I think he's definitely up for all county honors. He's carried the team all season long.
Dan Casey 0 for 4 and has been sacked twice for negative 18 yards. Shows that the South defense is really applying the pressure.
Thank you, Marshall.
3rd and 10 for Clarkstown North.
3rd and 10 for the Clarkstown North Rams from their own 27-yard line. Showman wide left. No, it's a handoff. 37, Cialiano. Cialiano gets about 6 yards on the play.
I think they have to do more of those draw plays. That was a good play. Clarkstown South was coming on the rush. Too bad it was 3rd and long, and he was short by about 4 yards.
Excuse me, number 37, David Dresner on the carry. It'll be 4th down and 3 for the Clarkstown North Rams. What do you think they're going to do now?
Well,
you have to punt now. You have to punt.
Well, it looks like they'll punt.
It's too early in the game to do anything else.
Again, Clarkstown
Number
South will
37,
probably get good field position.
David Dresner to the punt. Back for Clarkstown South of Jamie Can. Almost blocked by number 44 for the Vikings. That's Frank Cerez. Can takes it. He gets a block one way. Can puts on his little move. Beautiful move by Jimmy Can. He's going down the sideline. Look at his speed. Jimmy Can. Shulman, the only player back for him. Can is going. Here is Stephen Shulman. And there are no flags down on the play. Jimmy Can. Head one way, move the other way. He is putting on a show this afternoon for the Clarkstown South Vikings. Jimmy Can has scored all 4 touchdowns for the Clarkstown South Vikings, and the Vikings lead 26-0.
Yeah,
with 2:56 left in the first quarter of play.
Now you mean Jimmy Can leads the Rams 26-0?
Yes, Jimmy Can. This is the Jimmy Can show we're seeing here today. Punt returns, kick returns on the field. We'll try out the extra point again attempt. The number 11, Jay McIver.
70 yards on the return by Jim Can. 70 yards. He's only a junior.
Allen takes a snap, holds it. McIver, the kick is, no, it's wide.
The kick is wide right.
And with 2:56 left in the first quarter of play, it's the Clarkstown South Vikings 26, the Clarkstown North Rams 0. Well, the Vikings have pulled 26 points in the first quarter. That just shows their high-scoring game.
That's a bit too much to spot a team like South. Now they don't even have to worry about the winning game at all. They can just play back, do whatever they want.
Yes, but
and
still,
Casey's having a tough time.
We do have plenty of time left in the game. They could get something going. They must stop Clarkstown South running game and special teams. It's got to come through for Clarkstown North.
Clarkstown North has a lot of talking at halftime. They have to get reorganized, regroup, talk this thing over. You know, they'll come out the second half and show with a brand new attitude.
Well, Dan Casey does possess a quick strike offense, and they can score a number of points in a very short period of time. And they're going to have to try to pull anything out of the hat they can to try to get on the scoreboard.
Once again, back to the Clarkstown North Rams. Number 12 with Rip Patton and number 28, Frank Cialiano. Kick for the Vikings, number 11, Jamie McIver. Frank Cerez will set up the wall. And here's the kick. And it's taken by Cialiano. He bobbles the ball. And now Vikings defense is there to cover.
Prestigard, number 10, and John Davidson were in on the play, rushing the kickoff returner, Steve Shulman.
Rich Prestigard is only a sophomore, and he's backup quarterback for Allen if anything should happen to him. He also plays defensive back. The special teams are doing a very fine job, both offensively and defensively for the Vikings.
Well, you were talking about Rich Prestigard. Rich Prestigard missed the first few games of the season.
Yes, he had a broken arm, I remember that.
Had a broken arm, but now he's ready to play, and he's making the most of his opportunity.
Okay, the Clarkstown North Rams will try to get something started now. 1st and 15. 1st and 10 from their own 15. Pass from Cialiano, and it is caught. It's caught. Diving catch.
That was the first.
Excuse me, that was David Dresner, number 37.
He was open. He got in between the linebackers and the secondary of Clarkstown South, and he found a hole, and Casey threw a good pass to him, and he caught it.
Made a good diving catch for the Clarkstown North Rams last week when he he carried them to a 12-6 victory within the last couple of seconds of play. Controversial call.
Well, I mean, it was a controversial call. I didn't see the game, but
Excuse me, Marshall. First and 10. Oh, and we have
Offside.
a flag on the play. Could be motion on the Clarkstown North Rams.
Captain Brian Seska.
No, Brian Seska getting a little too anxious to get in there.
He tried to get back, but the wet field showed itself, and he slipped.
hasn't showed itself when Jimmy Can's trying to cut on those punt returns.
A little anxious. Will be 1st and 5 from the 30-yard line for the Clarkstown North
This is the
Rams.
best field position of the game.
Casey, back to pass.
Big rush.
He slips. He loses the rush. And going downfield. No. Good coverage by the Vikings. The pass was a little over Dresner's hand.
Jim Liptak, number 41, was on the coverage.
Dresner still
And also number 27, Joe Reichley.
Dresner had 2 steps on Liptak down there. If Reichley wasn't there, and he might have gone all the way if he had caught that ball.
South defense showed good pursuit and trying to get after Casey, but Casey shows the poise of a veteran. No, he's only a sophomore, gets away from the pressure, and he threw the ball a long way, but he's just overthrown.
From the 30-yard line.
2nd down, 5 yards to go for the Clarkstown North Rams at the 30-yard line.
Good luck, Romo.
Casey,
High.
hands off to number 12.
Rip Patton.
Rip Patton, number 12. Rip Patton.
He scoots around the left side, picks up a few yards.
He gains about 2 yards on the play.
Well, South is right now going to give anything short to Clarkstown North. They don't care if they only get 3 or 5 yards on a play. They're worried about the big bomb.
He's got no gain on that. It's 3rd and 5.
North's going to have to take step by step. They can't go for these big, long pass plays or anything like that. They'll have to take it minute by minute.
They must convert on this 3rd down play. It's imperative.
This
3rd
is
and 5.
3rd and 5 for Clarkstown North Rams, an important down. Casey, look for a passing play. Casey, back to pass. He's looking downfield, number 37. Oh, almost intercepted.
Nearly intercepted.
By Frank Serace. Number 44.
Serace in good position for that ball.
Pass is incomplete. After the almost interception, it almost went to the hands of David Dresner, standing right there.
That would have been a break, but again, nothing going right for Clarkstown North Rams. Jimmy Can back deep again for the punt.
Once again, Jimmy Can back for the bunt. For the punt, excuse me.
We're not baseball, Keith. He's not bunting.
Kicking for the Clarkstown North Rams. Once again, number 37. All around, David Dresner. Dresner, a good punt. A good punt. That'll be marked at the Clarkstown South
38-yard line.
38-yard line. Not a bad punt by Dresner.
But again, good field position to start out a drive for South.
At the 39-yard line.
So the Clarkstown South Vikings will start 1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
54 seconds.
Well, with less than a minute left to go in this first quarter, I can just go ahead and McGovern just keep handing the ball off to whoever there.
The crowd of Clarkstown South is getting into this. They have a big lead, 26-0. Keith?
Well, 54 seconds left. The Vikings lead 26-0. McIver with Kleinberg and Can split. Fake handoff to Kleinberg. Oh, it is to Kleinberg. Kleinberg might go. He eludes 45 in pursuit. No, he eludes that tackle. Kleinberg might go. And he overpowers. He pulls. He carries people on his back all the way down to the Clarkstown North 11-yard line.
Well, Clarkstown South has had success with that play all year. They love to do misdirection. They fake off the Can, all the pursuit goes to him, and then Kleinberg has a wide shoulder. He broke a big one.
Kleinberg eluded every defensive player Clarkstown was, getting all the way down to the 13-yard line.
North anticipated Jimmy Can, but they faked the handoff to Can right up to Kleinberg on that left side. Once again, that left side doing a very good job opening holes this afternoon. 1st and 10 at the Clarkstown North's 14-yard line. McIver hands off to Can. Can might go. He gets a good block.
Touchdown!
Can, touchdown! Vikings!
Jim Can has scored 5 touchdowns in the first quarter.
This must be a record. 5 touchdowns?
It's got it. In the first quarter, we still have 14 seconds left. 15 seconds.
The Jimmy Can show is what you're seeing today. Jimmy Can running all over the field.
Touchdown in the first quarter of play.
5 touchdowns in 1 quarter of play.
And you don't get 20 for the game?
At this raid. He will. Jim Can has put on the whole Clarkstown South.
And with 15 seconds left in the first quarter of play, Guyver will attempt the extra point.
111 yards, 7 carries.
The kick is up, and it's good. With 15 seconds left in the first quarter of play, the Clarkstown South Vikings lead 33-0.
Well, Keith, every touchdown that Clarkstown South scores, we think of a new way Clarkstown can get into the game. I don't see any way they can get into the game. What do you say, Keith?
Well, I think they'll have to go in at halftime, regroup, talk this over. They're down by 33
Keith, we still have
points.
another quarter to play before halftime. This could be 16-0 by the time the half is over.
Well, they'll have to get together. Clarkstown North has not yet proved any good offensive plays. The only yardage they've gotten so far has been on a Brian Sesko offsides.
And that one pass completion from Dan Casey
To Dresner, yeah.
to Dan Dresner.
But that really didn't go for that much.
Okay, back for the Clarkstown North Rams. Once again, number 12, Rip Patton, and number 28, Frank Cialiano.
We're talking about Jimmy Can. What about Howie Kleinberg? 75 yards and only 4 carries. Set up that last touchdown on the 48-yard run.
Unbelievable. Number 11, Jay McIver to kick off. It's a good kick. Taken by number 12, Rip Patton. Patton starts out at his own 5, goes up the middle, gets a hole. Oh, and he's hit by Frank Serace.
That was that slight hole by Rip Patton got the Clarkstown North fans on his feet. The only thing they've had to cheer about all day. He almost broke it through the middle.
Yeah, if Frank Serace, number 44, was the man that stopped him, he tried to go through that hole, but Serace broke in there and just popped him.
Well, the thing that can psych up a team most is special teams. And if you can get a big run back off a kick, that can set up your offense.
And that's the end of the first quarter of play. The Clarkstown South Vikings lead 33-0.
Quarter of play here in Orlando Stadium.
33 points by Clarkstown South in the first quarter. It has to be some kind of school record.
That is
we'll
very impressive. We'll try to dig it up if we can. Our statistician doing a fine job this afternoon.
Yeah, John Helmers.
He's doing a very good job this afternoon.
I don't think South has really gotten warmed up yet. They're just loosening up in this game.
Okay, second quarter about to begin. First and 10 for the Rams at their own 25-yard line. Casey in pursuit, and he's sacked by number 34, Howie Kleinberg.
Kleinberg's doing it all tonight.
Kleinberg, all offense, defense, all around. He's playing amazing today.
Number 63, Glenn Bizzetti was also in there, but Kleinberg faster than Bizzetti got to quarterback Dan Casey before Bizzetti can get there, but both men in on the play.
Kleinberg's second sack of the game, South's third.
Okay, so that sends the Clarkstown North Rams even deep further. Will be first, I'd say, about 30 from their own 12-yard line. The Viking defense has stiffened up today. They're playing amazingly well. The total yardage in the first quarter still must be in the negative.
It has to be negative, Keith. Has to be. I haven't seen a positive game aside from that
Okay,
pass play.
Casey handing off to... Look like Dresner, handing off to Dresner. He doesn't get much, and he's stopped by number 27, Joe Reichley.
That's their biggest gain on the ground today. 3 yards on the play.
The handoff was to number 45, Dave McLaughlin.
For North, they have 27 total yards rushing, but actually it's even less than that.
It'll be third and 23 from the Rams' own 15-yard line. Well, I think we'll look for a pass play here. It's either Showman, their leading receiver, or Dresner. Showman is wide left. Dresner wide right. Casey calling signals. Man in motion, Saliano. Casey drops back. Rolls left. Slowing downfield. Oh! And it's in and out of the hands of number 31, Chris Urbino. Chris Urbino, one of the other leading pass receivers.
Had Urbino held on to the ball, he would have been way short of the first half. Clarkstown South playing the zone and letting the short go in there.
We talked about that earlier. Usually
Good coverage by the defense.
Yeah, Sorbino has good hands. He just got messed up in traffic on that time, and he has also
I think he got a little nervous, tried to run before the ball was there.
That's true. And we also got 3 guys all around you. That kind of makes you a little nervous. Once again for the Clarkstown South Vikings, back at the Rams' own 42-yard line, Jimmy Can.
They've lost Seska.
Big rush, Seska. And the punt is off his foot. And he'll fall at around the 11-yard line. It'll be marked.
Seska came in and nearly blocked the punt, causing
Off the side of Dresner's foot. Dresner got a little nervous, saw that onrushing Seska, and the ball just went off the side of his foot.
Last week, Seska was called for a roughing the kicker penalty, and again, he's making kickers wary, like, oh my God, here comes a linebacker in my face.
Well, the Clarkstown South Viking fans sure are having a good time here today. Their team up 33-0, still just in the beginning of the second quarter.
They're at the 15-yard line already. Another touchdown. This is getting out of hand.
Well, pretty soon, Coach Swirl may decide to take out.
Okay, calling signals for the Vikings. Number 11, Jamie McIver in the backfield. Can and Kleinberg. Hand off to Can on the right side. He goes. He might score. Yes, Can once again.
6 touchdowns for Jim Can.
15-yard touchdown run. From the line of scrimmage. That's Can. 6 touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen.
Jimmy Can's been everything up playing the national anthem today.
You're watching the Jimmy Can Show.